I honestly think that this is probably one of the best IPAs I have ever had. I am not working for General Sherman IPA. It's a local brew here in the Central Valley. It's made by a brewery named Tioga Sequoia. It is phenomenal. Trying to bring you guys interesting episodes, and this one has to do with a place in the desert. It's a little town outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. It is, I'm going to guess, this is just a total guess, but I'm thinking it's probably about 80 miles to the southwest of Vegas, and it's called Pahrump, Nevada. Now, you may have heard of Pahrump, Nevada, because it's famous for a couple of things. I would say first and foremost, it's famous for its brothels. It has legalized brothels. And unfortunately, guys, I didn't bring you any video of that today. So if you want to see brothels, I would say just shut this off. However, it's an unusual town, and it's just an interesting flair to it that I thought you might be interested in hearing about. Now, I don't go to Pahrump willingly. Let's just set this record straight here. I'm not a desert person. I don't even like Vegas, to be honest with you, but I have relatives in Nevada, some of which live in Pahrump. Now, what makes Pahrump so interesting? Well, Pahrump probably is one of the last true Wild West towns by today's standards left in the country. What I mean when I say that is the laws are very lax. I mean, granted, they have brothels, right? I don't know how many brothels they have, but they have fireworks stores. And when I say stores, I'm not talking about just small stores. I'm talking about big commercial establishments. One of the fireworks stores that was there was gracious enough to not only let me get some footage outside the store, but they actually let me bring the camera in. I was able to walk around and film quite a bit. So, I want to throw a shout out. Okay, it is Phantom Fireworks in Pahrump, Nevada. Aisles and aisles and aisles of fireworks, shelves full of fireworks. A lot of the stuff that they sell there, I've only seen when I've been down to Mexico. They've got some pretty big firecrackers, your typical M80s, things like that, but in even some bigger stuff, they actually sell mortars there. I'll tell you this, when I was staying at the hotel, there's just nothing but desert behind the hotel, and it's a Friday night, Saturday night. People are out there lighting stuff off. It was up until about 10 o'clock at night. It sounded like rapid arms fire behind my room. Eventually just got up and just watched the displays. There are some laws with regard to buying them and whatnot, permit process. Pahrump itself is, I would say, on the up and up. There's a question that I had when my relatives first moved there as to the infrastructure of the town, the way the streets are laid out, the fact that there's no sidewalks, there's no standard in the way that the houses are built or how they look. Quite frankly, that's reflective of the freedom that people go to a place like Pahrump to get. You can take off in any direction on a dirt bike and be riding to your heart's content in the desert. Go out there and light your fireworks off while you're doing it. The fact that there is no kind of HOA or master plan community allows people to design to their heart's content. When I was there, I saw a $500,000 supercar, and it's just driving down the street. And I can't even pronounce the name of it, so I'm not going to try. But I figured it was going to this place called Spring Mountain. So I thought, you know what? I got the camera. I'm going to head over to Spring Mountain. Spring Mountain is a racetrack, and it's a very high-end, exclusive racetrack. And they have condos there, I believe. It's completely gated. I got to film a little bit. They were very nice. They wouldn't let me come inside to film. Spring Mountain is a relatively new track. To put up a racetrack in a town, it's not easy. Yeah, just the permitting process alone in order to build a racetrack is usually years because of the environmental impact studies. The noise pollution is the biggest one. But in a place like Pahrump, you're so remote, you have so much room to build, you get a lot of money coming in from Vegas. And these supercars are amazing. If you're ever in Vegas or just driving through Nevada and you want to get a really interesting perspective on another slice of life in America, go check out Pahrump, Nevada. Anyway, folks, if you like this episode, again, if you wouldn't mind, just hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. I'd really appreciate it. Also, hit the thumbs up to like it, and if you wouldn't mind, hit the little bell there. That'll notify you every time I release a new one, and we will see you on the next one.